What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video, we're going to take our first look at the new Squirrel Girl alternate costume, the Howard Cosplay alternate. This is something that we've definitely been anticipating, and I cannot wait to check it out. Also, thank you very much to Agent Tesla for the graphic. Now, when it comes to this new costume, first of all, we are going to have a new class, and it's going to be a tactician. Unfortunately, it's going to cost you 74 CP. That's pretty pricey, but I mean, come on, who doesn't want this costume? Look at it. And that's what we're going to leave it on, at least for our hero bonuses. Typically, I would say to buy the alternate class if you're trying to decide. That goes for most costumes. But just to check out the scrapper really quickly, it's going to have basically the same exact passives. Only, if you have a level 15 especially, you can gain that scrapper class ability at the start of her turn. Also, it is a bit cheaper at only 63 CP. Still quite expensive in my opinion. But what she's going to give you is Hard Nut to Quack. Protects allies from single target attacks, and has a high chance to take reduced damage when attacked. Because, Squirrel Girl. That actually makes a lot of sense. This is Doreen we're talking about. Next, she's going to have Super Squirrely, 20% chance to avoid attacks. Grants Acorn Power when an attack is avoided this way, and immune to targeting effects. Then the last of her new abilities is Ducks in a Row. All allies have a chance to follow up after each other's single target attacks, if Howard the Duck is present. Okay, so basically the first and the third passives are new. And they of course go perfectly with the brand new lockbox character, Howard the Duck. So of course we're going to feature them together in this video. So without further delay, we're going to buy both of these costumes, and then we're going to equip the scrapper one for one battle. Why one? Well, because it's going to last a while. But don't worry, we're going to have plenty more to come in the future. In fact, the next battle of the week is going to feature this very team. And there were so many epic matches that it's actually going to be hard to choose just one. By the way, as far as her abilities, they are not different. The only thing is, sometimes the new abilities on a new costume reflect old ISO that you have on the original. So that summon attack, in fact, is only going to be a quick action if you apply the cooperative AISO. We are indeed going to do just that, but it's something you'll want to consider. Like I said, we're definitely going to use the Tactician costume for our hero bonus. And then in the PvP match, we're taking in the Scrapper. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get her level 15, but we will have her there very soon. I actually thought I already had her there, or else I would have focused on her, knowing that this costume was coming out. The other thing that I just want to mention briefly is I had internet problems, or else I would have made this video sooner. But Comcast had my internet taken down. The good news is we're back, but all I can say about that fiasco is, it's Comcastic. Now in this fight, we're going to be facing Iron Fist and the Breaker of Stone, and the unfortunate thing is Iron Fist Combo Breaker actually does work. Because of that, we're going to go after him first. This Duck team relies on follow-up attacks, so we obviously don't want to see that Combo Breaker every other second. So yeah, we'll start their Coulson's BFG on him, and then hopefully we get a few follow-up attacks as well. So there's a decent hit, then right away a Combo Breaker. Just what we feared. Our agent though does get through with a Relentless Rapier and a Brawl. So not too bad after all. Next, the enemy agent's going to use the Blackest Void. So what we're going to do is go ahead with a Smothering Shadow, followed by Microanalysis. We've been trying to get more use out of that Hadron Collider, and it certainly has its benefits. This is one of them. I absolutely hate missing, so this should help out. Next, the enemy Kurth is going to use Fear Me, of course. Then my Squirrel Girl. Oh, and by the way, a huge thing that I meant to mention. This alternate costume does have 2 EISO slots. So we're using the Scrapper Special EISO, aka the Combatant Empowered ISO 8. This grants Escape Artist, so prevents effects that lock out melee attacks. it makes her immune to winded, and performing a follow-up attack increases attack and chance of critical hits. Now if you don't have it, you could use the aggressive E-ISO. The other empowered ISO that we're using is the sympathetic, and that's going to cause her level 6 to heal even more. It actually really adds up because you're going to be using it multiple times. And since she is protecting, it's going to just make her that much more annoying. Now unfortunately for us, Iron Fist is still staying alive. So we're going to use Reinfarcements, apparently hitting our own agent. Then Quack-Fu on Iron Fist. And we do get a follow-up, but he stays alive at 1200 HP. The very next thing that happens is a light fantastic. So yeah, Iron Fist continues to be a thorn in our side. I honestly figured let's go ahead and use the Blackest Void. And then I'm going to use the Supershear Earthquake. A pretty awesome move, and even though it's going to miss Kurth, it still will end up doing damage to her. First though, she is going to hit Squirrel Girl with Stonebreaker, but she actually misses. So now let's see this nuts to this. It gets its initial heal, and then Generosity. After that, we're going to use Wrath of the Raging Squirrel on Iron Fist. He still lives, so if it wasn't for Aftershock, it could have gotten even more annoying for our team. So yeah, the Supershear Earthquake definitely came in handy. Next up, we're going to use Quack-Fu, or rather, Cower's going to stop it. And now back to the agent's turn. We can see Aftershock once again hurts Kurth. So see, she may have dodged it, but she's still going to take damage. Now on my agent's turn, we're going to use the Improbability Field. Then after that, the Light Fantastic. Not a super eventful turn for my agent, and while he is an honorary duck, but he is lacking the bill. So this video isn't exactly about him. Then next up, the enemy Kurth is going to go ahead and use Short Fuse, then Stonebreaker, which he once again misses. So yeah, Squirrel Girl as a protector isn't bad. She has a pretty nice avoidance rate. And, as always, she has that heal as well. So then we're going to go Furry Fury as a quick action. We do get a follow-up attack. Then we can use more nuts to this, even though she's at full health. Still though, we're going to set up her level 9 and hopefully land a decent hit to the enemy agent. It's certainly capable of doing a lot of damage, though we haven't really illustrated that yet in this fight. And unfortunately, that's going to continue. But this time at least, Howard does join in. So with him up next, we're going to use Neurotripe, followed by Coulson's BFG on the enemy agent. This is a great attack, and it's only going to up the chances that your teammates are going to join in, both on your single target attacks, and as a retaliation when the enemy attacks you. So just all in all, a great move, solid damage, and it's a ranged attack, which he definitely needed. Another great move, especially because it is stealthy and capable of great damage, is the Friggin Sword of Hope. So with that, we get a follow-up and our agent joins in with the Brawl. That's going to mean the end of the evil agent. With only Kurth remaining, we're going to use the Smothering Shadow and the Atom Smasher, and that should do it. So that's it for our first look at Squirrel Girl's alternate costume, the Howard Cosplay uniform. But like I said, you're going to see more very soon. That's it for now, and I do want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back with a Battle of the Week this weekend. But until then, good luck and take care.